Ryan Rodriguez notices the man in the brown coat is staring at him. Again, 5th time in the last 10 minutes. Ryan counts mentally, but when he turns his head to confirm, the man's eyes are closed, sleeping, head tilted against the window, mouth slightly open. Natural, except Ryan saw him staring. He's certain, or he thinks he's certain. The man sits in seat 8B, 3 rows ahead on the opposite side, easy to see through the gap between headrests. Ryan checks his phone. 7:43 p.m. Still twilight outside. Has been twilight for 2 hours now since Portland. The Vail transportation bus cuts through the I-5, but the sky doesn't change. That amber-purple gradient, frozen. Ryan tells himself it's just the angle. The season. Late October does weird things with light, but when he glances back at the man, his head is turned, facing Ryan, eyes still closed, the exact angle to look directly at him, while sleeping. If you've ever felt someone watching you but couldn't prove it, leave a comment and subscribe, because this journey will make you question every stranger you've ever sat near. 4 hours earlier, Ryan bought his ticket at the Portland Greyhound station. $89 to Sacramento, the 3:30 p.m. departure, last direct route of the day. The agent, a woman in her 50s with reading glasses on a chain, said safe travels without looking up from her screen. Normal. Everything normal. Ryan chose a window seat, row 12, right side. Standard protocol. He always picks right side windows. Something about the light. Across the aisle, a college-age girl types furiously on a laptop, earbuds in. 2 rows up, an elderly woman knits something green, a scarf maybe. Near the back, a businessman in rumpled suit sleeps with briefcase clutched to his chest. And in 8B, the man in the brown coat boards last. Mid-40s, receding hairline, wire-frame glasses. He glances around before sitting. His eyes pass over Ryan, just a sweep, normal passenger behavior, looking for the best available seat. The driver, badge reads M. Hayes, announces estimated time, 7 hours with stops in Eugene and Redding. Ryan settles against the window, familiar vibration of the diesel engine, smell of recycled air and someone's coffee. Comforting, almost. His sister's wedding is tomorrow in Sacramento. She asked him to be there a day early. Help set up, she said, but Ryan knows she just wants him there. Present. After their father's funeral 3 months ago, she's been needing that. Presence. 20 minutes into the journey, Ryan notices the light. That's when it starts. The sky outside is beautiful. Layers of orange bleeding into purple, that perfect autumn sunset. Except it's 4 p.m, and 30 minutes later at 4:30 p.m, it looks exactly the same. Same angle, same intensity. Ryan frowns. That's not how sunsets work. They fade. They dim. They transition to night, but maybe he's not paying attention correctly. Easy to lose track when you're zoning out, watching trees pass by. He checks the mile markers. Mile 247. Then 2 minutes later, mile 248. Correct. 1 mile per minute at 60 miles per hour. Math works. Everything's fine. Except the man in 8B turns his head, slowly, and looks directly at Ryan. For 3 full seconds. Ryan stares back, then the man's eyes close. His head tilts against the window, as if he'd been sleeping the whole time. Ryan counts. It becomes a compulsion. Every time he looks at the man in 8B, the man is either clearly asleep or clearly staring at him. Never anything in between. Never looking at his phone or out the window or at other passengers. Just those 2 states. Binary. Ryan tests it. He looks away for exactly 10 seconds, counts them. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. At 10, he looks back. The man is staring, eyes locked on Ryan. 3 seconds pass. Ryan doesn't blink. The man doesn't blink. Then, like a switch, the man's eyes close, head tilts, sleeping position. "Excuse me," Ryan calls to the college girl across the aisle. She pulls out one earbud. Yeah? That guy in the brown coat. Row 8. Has he been awake? She glances forward, back to Ryan. Sleeping since we left. Why? You sure? You haven't seen him, like, looking around? Dude, I've been working. But yeah, pretty sure he's been out cold. She puts the earbud back in. Ryan swallows. Maybe the girl is right. Maybe Ryan only notices when the man happens to wake up and stretch, look around. Confirmation bias. You see what you're looking for, but he tests again. Looks away. Counts to 30 this time. Looks back. The man is staring, unblinking, head perfectly still, not the natural fidgeting of someone awake, just locked on target. At 5:47 p.m., Ryan checks his phone. Still twilight. He opens the weather app. Sunset in Portland today, 6:12 p.m. So they should be approaching full sunset now. Dark within 30 minutes. At 6:15 p.m., Ryan checks again. Twilight, same gradient, same intensity. At 6:58 p.m., still twilight. He asks the elderly woman knitting. Excuse me, ma'am, do you notice anything weird about the light outside? She looks up, smiles. Beautiful sunset, isn't it? But it's almost 7 p.m. Shouldn't it be dark? Oh, honey, October sunsets last forever in Oregon. It's lovely. She returns to her knitting. Ryan pulls up photos on his phone, pictures from past road trips, sunsets. He has timestamps. Portland area, October 17th last year, 6:47 p.m., fully dark. But today, October 23rd, 6:58 p.m., still twilight. He searches online. Portland sunset, October 23rd. Results, 6:09 p.m. It should have been night for 50 minutes now. Ryan needs to use the bathroom. He gets up, walks toward the back. The bus has standard dimensions, 12 rows of seats. He counts as he walks. 1, 2, 3, 8. The man in brown coat, eyes closed. 9, 10, 11, 12. Bathroom in back. He uses it. Washes hands, walks back, counts again. 1, 2, 3. He reaches his seat at row 12, but he only counted 11 rows. He recounts. Definitely 11. But his ticket says 12B. He's sitting in it. The row number is posted on the overhead compartment. 12. Ryan walks the aisle again, counts deliberately, touches each row number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brown coat man. 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 rows. But when he walked back from the bathroom, there were only 11. Did you count? A voice says. Ryan spins. The man in the brown coat stands in the aisle, right behind him, eyes open, very close. What? The rows. Did you count them? Yes. How did you? They change, the man says, then smiles. Small, polite. Excuse me. He squeezes past Ryan, returns to seat 8B, sits, closes eyes, sleeping position. Ryan stands frozen. The college girl looks up. You okay? Did you see that? The guy in the brown coat, he's been sleeping, man. You're being weird. Ryan looks at 8B. The man's chest rises and falls, steady breathing, deep sleep. Ryan counts passengers, needs to anchor himself to something concrete, something countable. He starts from the front. Driver, not a passenger, doesn't count. Row 1, right side, empty. Left side, empty. Row 2, right, businessman. Row 3, left, elderly woman. Row 4 through 7, scattered passengers. 8, brown coat man. 9 and 10, a couple. 11, college girl. 12, himself. Total, 14 passengers. He counts the occupied seats instead, counts what he can see. 14. But then he notices something. In seat 66B, near the back, left side, there's a jacket draped over the seat. No one sitting there, just a jacket. But the seat number bothers him. 66B. This is a standard motor coach. They don't go past row 15, maybe 20 maximum. There is no seat, 66B. Ryan walks back. The seat is there, clear as day. Number posted above, 66B. An old leather jacket, brown, worn. He reaches out, touches it. It's warm. "That's mine," a voice says. Ryan turns. The man in the brown coat stands there. But he's wearing a brown coat, the same one. "But you're—" "I'm what?" The man tilts his head. Same angle as when he's sleeping. "You're wearing your jacket." The man looks down at himself. "Am I?" He looks back up. "Maybe you should sit down. You look pale." Ryan backs away, returns to his seat. When he looks back at 66B, it's row 11B, regular number, no jacket. The man in 8B sleeps peacefully. The bus is cold. Ryan pulls his hoodie tighter. He can see his breath, small clouds of vapor. But the temperature display above the driver reads 68 degrees. The elderly woman wears a light cardigan, short sleeves underneath. Comfortable. The businessman removed his suit jacket, rolled up his sleeves. Ryan is shivering. "Cold?" the man in the brown coat asks. He's sitting next to Ryan now, seat 12A, right next to him. Ryan jerks back. When did you looked cold. I thought I'd check on you. You were in 8B. Was I? The man looks genuinely confused. I've been here the whole time, since Portland. No, you haven't. You were... Ryan, I sat down right after you did. We're seatmates, don't you remember? Ryan's hands shake. How do you know my name? Your phone. The man nods at Ryan's lap. Lock screen. Says Ryan's iPhone. Ryan looks down. His phone does say that. Standard setting. I need you to move, Ryan says. Of course. The man stands, walks forward, sits in 8B, closes his eyes. The college girl looks at Ryan. You okay, dude? You're talking to yourself. He was just sitting here, right here. She looks at the empty seat, 12A. That seat's been empty the whole time. You've got both seats. Ryan breathes hard, fast, hyperventilating. Ryan stares out the window. The twilight persists. Still 7:23 p.m. Still that amber-purple gradient. In the glass reflection, he sees the interior of the bus, his own face, the empty seat beside him, the college girl across the aisle. And behind him, in the reflection, every single passenger is staring at him. Every single one. Elderly woman, businessman, the couple, all of them, eyes open, locked on the back of his head. Ryan spins around. Everyone is sleeping, or looking at phones, or reading. Natural positions, no one staring. He looks back at the reflection, all staring. He waves his hand. In the reflection, none of them react. They just stare. But in reality, when he looks directly, they're all doing normal passenger things. The man in the brown coat in the reflection mouths words. Silent. Ryan reads his lips. We've been waiting. Ryan turns. The man's eyes are closed, sleeping. The bus stops. Eugene, 15 minutes, the driver announces. No one gets up. Ryan looks around. All 14 passengers remain seated, sleeping or pretending to sleep. Anyone getting off? The driver calls. Silence. The door opens anyway. Ryan sees the Eugene terminal. Empty. Lights on, but no people, no other buses, no cars in the parking lot. He stands. I'll stretch my legs. No one responds. Ryan walks down the aisle. As he passes each passenger, he hears breathing, synchronized. All of them breathing in unison, in, out, perfectly timed. He steps off the bus. The air outside is cold. Twilight, always twilight. The terminal building is open. He enters. Fluorescent lights hum. A clock on the wall. 3:33 a.m. But his phone says 7:41 p.m. There's a man at the ticket counter. Older, 60s, wearing a veiled transportation uniform. Help you? The man asks. Is this Eugene? Sure is. What time is it? The man points at the clock. 3:33. My phone says 7:41. Better fix your phone. Ryan's hands shake. Can I buy a ticket? Different bus to Sacramento? Only one bus to Sacramento tonight, the 3:30 from Portland, already left. I'm on that bus. Right now, it's outside. The man looks past Ryan, through the window, at the empty curb. Don't see any bus. Ryan turns. The Vail transportation bus is there, right there. He can see it. It's right there. Son, you feeling okay? You want me to call someone? Ryan backs away, runs outside. The bus is there, door still open. He climbs aboard. All the passengers look at him, all 14, eyes open, staring. Everyone okay back there? The driver calls. The passengers blink, look away, return to normal positions, sleeping, reading, phone scrolling. The man in the brown coat smiles at Ryan. Enjoy your walk. The driver closes the door. The bus rolls forward. Ryan looks out the window. The Eugene terminal is dark, closed, lights off. It was just lit up. 5 seconds ago. Ryan can't breathe. His chest is tight, vision blurring at the edges. I need to get off, he says loudly. I need to get off this bus. The driver doesn't respond. Sir, I need to get off. Next stop is Reading, the driver says calmly. 1 hour. No. Now. Stop the bus now. Sir, I can't stop on the interstate. Ryan stands, stumbles toward the front. You don't understand. Something is wrong. Something is really wrong. The man in the brown coat stands. Ryan, sit down. Stop saying my name. I don't know you. Yes, you do, the man says softly. You've always known me. Ryan turns to the other passengers. Please, someone, anyone, tell me you see this. Tell me you see how this isn't normal. The elderly woman looks up from her knitting. Dear, are you feeling all right? Do you need water? The time, the light. It's been twilight for 4 hours. The businessman checks his phone. It's 8:17 p.m. Been dark for 2 hours. Look. He shows his screen. A photo of the window view. Pitch black outside. Ryan looks out his window. Twilight. He looks at the businessman's photo. Dark. That's not what I'm seeing. The college girl removes her earbuds. Dude, seriously, are you on something? You're freaking everyone out. I'm not on anything. The man in the brown coat, he keeps appearing next to me, and in the reflection, everyone was staring, and the seat numbers don't match. And in Eugene, the time was different, and Ryan, the man in the brown coat says, he's very close now. Do you remember getting on this bus? Yes, of course, in Portland. Do you remember why you got on this bus? My sister's wedding. In Sacramento. What's your sister's name? Ryan opens his mouth, closes it. He doesn't remember. Where were you coming from before Portland? I was blank, complete blank. What day is today? October. The number won't come. Ryan, look at your ticket. Ryan pulls it from his pocket. Vail Transportation. Portland to Sacramento, seat 12B, date, smudged, time 3:30 p.m., passenger name, illegible. That's not. It had my name. Did it? Ryan's vision swims. The bus is tilting, or he's tilting. I don't understand. Look out the window, the man says. Really look. Ryan does. The twilight scene, trees passing, road lines, telephone poles, but it's not passing. It's scrolling, like a screen, like a projection. The same trees, the same poles, the same section of road, looping, endlessly looping. We're not moving, Ryan whispers. No, the man confirms. How long have we been here? How long do you think? Ryan checks his phone. Battery, 84%. Same as when he boarded. 4 hours ago. Should be at 40%, maybe 50%. No messages, no missed calls, no notifications. He scrolls to his photos. The last photo is from... He checks the date. October 23rd. Today. 3:15 p.m. A selfie at the Portland station. Ryan smiling. Normal. He looks at himself in the black screen of his phone, his reflection. He looks different, grayer, thinner, older. "What's happening to me?" he asks. "What do you think is happening?" I'm losing my mind. I'm having a breakdown." "Are you?" "Or something is wrong with the bus. Carbon monoxide. Hallucinations. Possible. Or, the man prompts. Or I'm not really here." The man smiles. "Now you're getting closer. Where am I?" "Look at your ticket again." Ryan does. The date comes into focus, October 23rd, but underneath, smaller text, departed 3:30 p.m. Arrived never. "I don't understand." "Ryan, do you remember the station? Really remember it?" Flashes, fragments, buying the ticket. But the agent's face is blurred, walking to the bus, but there's no one else in the terminal, no sounds, no people, just him, and the bus, and "The man in the brown coat," Ryan says. "You were there, at the station." "Was I?" "You were standing by the door. You smiled at me." "Did I say anything?" Ryan's breath catches. You said, welcome aboard." "And what did you say?" I said I was ready." "Ready for what?" Ryan's tears come. "I don't remember." The man in the brown coat puts a hand on Ryan's shoulder. It doesn't feel malicious. It feels gentle, almost sad. "You don't have a sister, Ryan. You never did." "Yes, I do. She's getting married. I have to." "There is no wedding. There never was." Ryan shakes his head violently. No. She texted me. She called. She needs me there. Show me the texts." Ryan opens his phone, goes to messages, scrolls. There's no sister listed, no recent messages. The last conversation is with someone named M. Hayes, 3 months ago. "I'm sorry," the message reads. "We did everything we could." Ryan looks at the driver. M. Hayes. The driver looks back in the rearview mirror. "No," Ryan breathes. All the passengers are looking at him now. All of them. Not threatening, just watching, waiting. "Who are you people?" Ryan asks. "Who do you think we are?" The man in the brown coat responds. "You're not real. You can't be real. We're as real as you let us be. I want to wake up. I want to wake up." "You are awake, Ryan. You've been awake this whole time." "Then where am I?" The man gestures to the window. "Look." Ryan looks. The twilight dissolves. Behind it, something else. Something vast and dark and empty. Not a road. Not trees, not sky. Just nothing. Absolute nothing. And in that nothing, a single light. Distant. Unreachable. "That's where you're going," the man says. "The rest of us, we're just here to make the journey less lonely." The bus stops. "Sacramento Terminal," the driver announces. "End of line." Ryan's eyes open. He's in seat 12B, window seat. The world outside is bright. Morning, 7:30 a.m., according to the dashboard clock. Normal daylight. Normal colors. He sits up. His neck aches from sleeping at a bad angle. The other passengers gather their belongings. The elderly woman, the businessman, the college girl. All different people, not the same ones. Or are they the same? Ryan can't quite remember what the previous passengers looked like. He stands on shaky legs, gets off the bus, Sacramento Greyhound station. Real, solid, people everywhere, cars, traffic sounds, reality. His phone buzzes, a text from an unknown number. Made it safe? He stares at it, doesn't recognize the number. He replies, "Who is this?" Response, "Your sister, new phone, remember? See you at the venue." Sister, wedding, right. That's why he came. He has a sister. She's getting married. Today. But when Ryan tries to picture her face, it's blurred, indistinct. He can't quite. He shakes his head. He's just tired. 7-hour bus ride. Of course he's disoriented. He gets his bag from underneath, starts walking toward the taxi stand. Behind him, a voice. "Ryan?" He turns. The man in the brown coat stands by the bus. Same coat, same wireframe glasses, smiling. "Do I know you?" Ryan asks. "We sat together, the whole ride. You don't remember?" I was sleeping." "Were you?" Ryan's heart pounds. "I should go. My sister." "Of course, big day." The man extends his hand. "Safe travels." Ryan doesn't take it, backs away, turns, walks fast toward the exit. When he looks back, the man is gone. The Vale transportation bus is pulling away. Headed where? The destination sign is blank. Ryan hails a taxi, gives an address his phone says is the venue. The driver nods, pulls into traffic. Ryan checks his messages, scrolls up to find earlier conversations with his sister. They should be there. Wedding planning, logistics. But the conversation with sister starts 3 days ago. Just, "Can you come to my wedding? Sacramento, October 24th. And Ryan replied, "Of course, wouldn't miss it." Nothing before that. Years of messages should be there. Childhood memories shared. Inside jokes. There's nothing. "Driver, do you know where you're taking me?" Ryan asks. "Address you gave. Wedding venue." "What's it called?" The driver checks his GPS, frowns. "Huh? Doesn't say. Just the address." Ryan looks out the window. They're driving through Sacramento, but he doesn't recognize any of it. He's been here before. Visited his sister here multiple times. Right? No, he hasn't. He's never been to Sacramento. Has he? The taxi pulls up to a building. Elegant. Decorated for a wedding. White ribbons, flowers, a sign, "Rodriguez Hayes Wedding." Hayes, like the bus driver. "This is it," the driver says. Ryan pays, gets out, stands on the sidewalk. People are going inside, dressed for a wedding. No one he recognizes. A woman approaches. "Ryan, oh thank God, I thought you weren't going to make it." She hugs him. He doesn't know her. She has no face, or she does, but every time he tries to focus on it, it blurs. "Hi," he says weakly. "Come on, we're about to start." She takes his hand, leads him inside. At the entrance, Ryan looks back. Across the street, parked at the curb, a Vale transportation bus. Engine running, no passengers visible, just the driver. M. Hayes watches him through the windshield. The woman pulls Ryan inside. The door closes. Through the window, Ryan sees the bus pull away, and on the back, the destination sign illuminates, "Portland, 3:30 p.m. daily." Ryan tries to open the door. It's locked. Or his hand won't turn the knob. He can't tell which. Music starts playing, wedding music. "Come on," the woman says. "You're walking me down the aisle." I don't think I'm supposed to be here," Ryan says. "You're exactly where you're supposed to be," she says, and her voice sounds like the man in the brown coat. "You've always been here." Ryan looks at the guests. They turn to look at him, all of them, 14 faces, the elderly woman, the businessman, the college girl, the couple, all from the bus, all smiling. The man in the brown coat sits in the front row. He waves. Ryan's legs move on their own, walking down the aisle toward the altar, where a figure stands waiting. No face, just a shape. The doors behind him lock with a final definitive click. Outside, on the street, the bus completes a turn, heading back toward the terminal, where another Ryan Rodriguez is buying a ticket. $89 to Sacramento. 3:30 p.m. departure. The agent says, "Safe travels," without looking up, and seat 12B is empty, waiting. Ryan never found out what happened. Maybe it was exhaustion from his father's funeral, maybe a psychological break, maybe carbon monoxide in the bus system, all rational explanations. Except that 6 weeks later, Ryan's co-worker mentioned taking a Vale transportation bus from Portland to Sacramento. "Weirdest trip," she said. "There was this guy in a brown coat, kept staring at me. and I could swear the sunset lasted 4 hours. And except that when Ryan searched for his sister's wedding photos online, he found a news article from 1997. Mystery wedding crasher disappears at Sacramento venue. Unidentified man in wedding photos cannot be located. No family claims him. All guests deny knowing him. The photo shows a man in a suit at a wedding, standing at the altar, face blurred. But Ryan recognizes the suit. It's his. What do you think happened to Ryan? Did he have a psychotic break, or is he still on that bus, somewhere between twilight and darkness? Drop your theory in the comments, and if this story made you think twice about your next bus trip, hit that like button and subscribe, because sometimes the scariest journey is the one that never ends.